Hello, I'm Mr. George, second in charge of maths here at the Castle School. Now, I'm going to give an overview of the Year 7 curriculum in maths. Now, our curriculum intent in maths is to have a rich and ambitious curriculum for all children at the school. We also want to provide pupils with skills and qualifications for the next stage in life, whether that be further study in maths or appreciating the use of maths in their careers. We also want to promote enthusiasm for the subject and recognise the value of maths in everyday life. Now, in Year 7, we build on knowledge from Key Stage 2 with the aim of developing fluency in the following topics. So in number, we will look at place value, negative number, the order of operations, standard form, multiples, factors and primes, fractions, decimals and percentages of an amount, calculating with fractions, and rounding and estimation. We also look at ratio and proportion, in which we begin to look at basic ratio notation. In algebra, we look at notation and simplifying. We look at substitution, linear equations, coordinates, and straight line graphs. We also look at sequences in this. Geometry and measure, we look at the units of measurement. We look at perimeter, area, and volume. We also learn about properties of shape, angles, construction, and symmetry. In statistics, we learn about data collection and representation, and we also look at averages and spreads. Finally, in probability, we look at basic probability as well as sets. Over a period of time, you expect to see the following in a maths lesson. Now, if pupils are starting on a new topic, they will undertake a prior learning check on Dr. Frost Maths. This is a quiz in which pupils complete questions on the knowledge we feel they need to access the topic they are to learn. Now, if this knowledge is not secure, then we address this before moving on to the new knowledge to be learnt. Recall and review involves practicing previously learnt topics to prevent pupils forgetting the knowledge that has been learnt in the past. When we introduce the new knowledge, we use example problem pairs in which a teacher may model the procedure before pupils then have a go themselves. We then use mini whiteboards to assess the pupils' understanding of what has been learnt, and once that's secure, we can then move on to what we call in maths intelligent practice. This involves using minimally different questions, utilising the variation effect in which we change one aspect at a time. So for example, we might do a third plus a fifth, before then the next question being a third plus a sixth. So we're just changing one aspect at a time so pupils can see patterns and we develop that fluency. Following that, pupils then might undertake problem-solving questions once that knowledge is absolutely secure, before we then check everything that has been learnt in that topic using a unit quiz on Dr. Frost Maths. This year there will be 2 summative assessments which will assess the pupil's knowledge on everything that has been learnt up until that point. Following the assessment, the pupils will gain a personalised learning checklist in which will show where knowledge is secure and where knowledge isn't secure. The knowledge that isn't secure, pupils will be encouraged to watch the corresponding videos on Corbett Maths, practice questions, and then self-assess. Corbett Maths is a website that we use for every single year here at the Castle School, and we also use it as part of our revision strategy in preparation for the assessments. Homework is set weekly, and the homework is either linked to a recall and review that your child may have undertaken in the lesson, or it might be practice of the current topic being learnt in class. In maths, we have Manga High at our disposal, a fantastic website which is used in our Year 7 curriculum, as well as in tutor time. Tasks can be set as homework as well. There is also the Game Centre on Manga High, which allows your child to practice maths in a game format. Additionally, there is also a recommended section in which pupils can practice topics that an algorithm on the website identifies weaknesses or gaps in knowledge. When tasks are set as homework on Manga High, pupils are expected to practice it at least 3 times to ensure they build that fluency and become more secure in the knowledge. There is an achievement assembly at the end of each term in which prizes are given out for the most medals earned by individuals, the most time spent by individuals on Manga High, and the tutor group prize for the most time spent by a tutor group on Manga High for that term. This also contributes points to the house trophy at the school. Finally, in Year 7, Pupils will participate in Maths Week England. There is also a lunchtime club in which pupils can go to get help with homework or can go on Manga High. And finally, there is a STEM club with a different task set each week based around science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So that concludes the Year 7 curriculum in maths overview. If you do have any questions, please do get in touch with the school and I will be happy to answer them. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope your child enjoys maths here at the Castle School.